So South Africa have completed a 49-run victory against India in the final T20, and it was quite an amazing performance from South Africa. I would say quite a balanced performance. We got to see a team bat well and bowl well today. There are still some things, some room for improvement, but there's a lot of positives to take away from this particular game. It's good to end of the series on a positive note, and it's also good to see some players getting some confidence going into this World Cup. Now, we know that there was a lot of conversations about specific players. We're going to continue having those conversations today a little bit and talk about what we think is our best kind of 11 going after this particular tour. And now that we've seen what we've seen, so let's get straight into today's show. It's going to be an opportunity for you guys to call in if you want to, but I'll do that a little bit later and share the link with you guys. So let me know in the live chat if you want to join, and I will put the live link in the live chat. But before we get going, before we get started, please click subscribe to this channel. Click that notification bell for all future videos as well. But also don't forget to download the latest issue of Cricket Fanatics magazine monthly. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every single month. And the link is on right now on the screen as well as in the description. You can also become a Patreon today if you want to help us grow and promote South African cricket. Go to the link on the screen as well as in the description if you want instructions on that. Also, if you want to stay up to date with everything that we are doing with regards to written content, then go to cricketfanaticsmag.com for all your regular updates. There's features, there's reports, etc. All of those type of things are there on cricketfanaticsmag.com. So let's get straight into today's video. Looking forward to having a conversation with you guys. Let's do it. A very good evening. Welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine, and this is your review show. I'm your host, Khalid, and this is the show where we talk about everything that has to do with the T20I between South Africa and India. South Africa have ended up victors in this particular case, but I would say that it was definitely the batters that put the South Africa in a perfect position today. That was ultimately what got South Africa in the situation that they are, in a positive situation that they are, because it was something that a lot of the players seem to be quite down with the performances, with the performance in this particular games. But what made it special is a particular performance that really stood out to me, and that was obviously, yes, Riley Rousseau. But I think what makes an even better reading is Quinton de Kock getting a consecutive half century. Very important. 68 or 43 balls with a strike rate of 158.13, 6 fours and 4 sixes. The way he played today, he looked comfortable, he looked in control, and he looked like he could go all the way. Unfortunately, he was run out. Good run out, but he did his part today and he played excellently. But props to Riley Rousseau for his maiden 100, I think it was 148 balls in T20 cricket. It's phenomenal what he did today. 208 strike rate, guys, 7 fours and 8 sixes. He was just smacking the ball around the park today. It was a phenomenal performance by him. But we saw good flashes from Tristan as well as David Miller coming in and doing their jobs as lower order batters. You know, a lot of the time we would say that South Africa do things well to a certain stage and then they need to kick on. And that kick on was very important. And that was actually ultimately, once South Africa the game, is that extra runs that were scored at the end. 227 for 3 was South Africa's score in 20 overs. India's return, I mean, South Africa started off very well. Rabada getting Rohit Sharma for a duck. That's when it all started. And we knew that South Africa would be on a good trajectory with regards to this match. Now, yes, Dinesh Karthik batted well today. Maharaj taking his wicket. But props to the bowlers. I think that the control, the lengths that they were bowling, the speeds that they were bowling, the variations that were shown, I was really impressed. Apart from that couple of wides at the end between Dwayne Pretorius and Lungingiri, other than that, I think it was quite a good performance from our bowlers. Dwayne Pretorius, 3 for 26 in 3.3 overs. Keshav Maharaj, 2 for 34 in 4 overs. Lungingiri, 2 for 51 in 3 overs. Wayne Parnell, 2 for 41 in 4 overs. And Kagiso Rabada, 1 for 24 in his 4 overs. So it was quite a complete bowling performance as well. even though they never played Anik Nokia today. I'm looking at this particular lineup, and the thing that really made me happy when I saw the starting lineup was specifically seeing Wayne Parnell as well as Dwayne Pretorius play together. I like to see them bowling in tandem, and I like the way that Pavuma used them today. I want to see this going into the World Cup. But that might perhaps mean that we might need to pick between those three seamers in Lungingiri, Kagiso Rabada, and Anrich Nokia. Who's the one going to be the one that's been going to be left out? It could possibly be Keshav Maharaj that gets left out for Lunging for Anrich Nokia instead and not play a spinner. That could also be another option. But the way Keshav Maharaj has been performing recently, he's been in quite red hot form, and he's been finding a way in T20 cricket to frustrate batters and forcing them to lose their wickets. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from this Proteas team. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable going into this World Cup. I want to see as well what the warm-ups can do. I hope that they use the warm-ups as just a confidence booster. It's something for them to be able to just let free and just do their thing. And I think that's the main thing that I want to look at when I'm looking at this team is have they improved certain aspects? Are they approaching the game the right way? I like how confident they were in this game and how they came out quite confidently in this match. So that was a real positive for me. So let's see what you guys have to say. We've got Michael Joseph saying Pretorius has better bowling and batting stats in the international T20s than both Pandya and Stokes. If you don't believe, check it. I can't believe this lad was dropped. Congratulations, boys, says Lorenzo. Solid performance. Ravi says Pretorius averages 19 with the ball with a fifer, while with a fifer as well, and batting average of 21 with a strike rate close to 170. He's a superb T20 player for sure, and he is. And I did say that I want to see him in that number 7 role and then having Wayne Parnell in the number 8 role. I always wanted to see the players play together. Those two, I think they work wonderfully together, and I wanted to see it firsthand, and they performed quite well. India will never win this T20 World Cup. I can assure you that is Alamzai. We've got text over here saying Alvaro Peterson, Makantini, Herschel keeps all of them question Pavumat's place. Yeah, and I did too. I don't think he's in form currently. I do think he's a brilliant captain, but he's not in form. It's another terrible performance from him today. 3 of 8 balls, 37 strike rate. It's not a good performance from Katemba Pavuma with the bat, but the team is still getting over the line. So it's a difficult situation, but I don't think he deserves to be in the team currently with a bat. As a batter, he doesn't deserve to be in this team. I do believe that Riza Hendrik should have played today. So it's a bad performance throughout this particular series. It's been terrible from him. He hasn't been able to find his timing. He hasn't been able to find the middle of the bat very often and find those gaps in the field. He started off okay with the rotation of the strike, giving Quinton the strike. But this was the type of situation that I felt was perfect for Temba Pavuma. When he's in form, he's hitting the ball quite well. He's keeping the runs on the board. It was the perfect opportunity for him to find form again, and unfortunately, he never managed to do so. So it was a bit of a bad. It was a bad performance from Temba. That's all I can say on that. What Temba should do now has to be honest. Miller and Maharaj are ready to take over the captaincies. His BG3. Justin Fix says, Riza looked so sad, bro. They're not making right. It's terrible, man. I don't like the fact that they do that. I don't like the fact that they are what they're doing to Riza Hendricks. I think it's very unfair what they're doing to Riza Hendricks. I'm posting the link to the stream, to the call in right now, so that you guys can call in and have a say. And I would like to hear what you guys have to say. I'll continue reading out some comments until you guys call in. There's quite a lot coming in, guys, so just bear with me. I'm not going to be able to read everybody's out. You know that. It gets quite difficult. Lauren says, complete performance like we wanted to see. Happy with the performance tonight. Quindle Cox showed consistency. Riley Rousseau is world class. T20 ability, and Dwayne Pretorius is doing well with the ball. Outstanding performance by Bavuma gave his ability to score 3 of 8. No more criticism for Bavuma. I know Bavuma deserves the criticism that he's getting, but I just want you guys to keep it within the right realm. Don't get personal and stuff. We posted a little a video on our channel as well as on Twitter, and I think as well as I'm not sure if I uploaded it to Instagram yet, but I did to TikTok, where Rassi van der Dussen speaks about us as fans and our fan base and our community that we're building here, and he says he likes what we do and what we're doing, and we're doing things the right way. But he urges all fans to maybe follow in that regard, with regards to criticism, not becoming personal and not becoming trolling, becoming more criticism than trolling. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna have to give the comments a break now. We've got a couple of we have a caller waiting for us. Um, let's get into it. Lorenzo, welcome to the show, buddy. Good to see you again. Your thoughts on the match, bro? Take it away. You just muted, bro. Lorenzo? I'm not. Hello? Lorenzo?
Yeah, I'm very proud. First of all, good evening, Khalid. I'm very proud
How's
of the boys' performance today. I think this is the type of brand of cricket I want the guys to play, especially our batters.
Are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, I'm gonna call back, Lorenzo. I'm gonna get the next caller on. That's cool.
Can you hear me now?
Awesome.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. How's it these? Welcome to the show, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna call
What
back.
I'm hearing
Call back.
myself in your on your screen. So can you just make it a little bit softer, please, on your side, or wear earphones if you can. But how's it? Welcome to the show. What would you like to say about the Proteas performance today? What did you think of it?
How's it, Khalid? I'm good, man. I don't think we should be getting as excited or anything. For me, this feels like it was a dead rubber match more than anything. As much as yes, it's a positive that Riley got a ton and we had a actually decent game, but then we were playing against, you can say, the B bowling side of India. Even the batting was not as strong as the India could have given us. So there's still a lot to work on. I don't think we're actually ready for the World Cup, as other people may suggest. I don't think we actually are ready, to be honest with you.
Okay. So my opinion on it is, I look at the specific positives when I'm looking at this particular performances. So I'm looking at things that we needed to achieve going into this World Cup. One was Quinton de Kock getting on form. That was the most important thing
I
for me.
can't, please repeat that. I can't hear you.
What I'm saying is, I said that with regards to our World Cup preparation, there was a couple of point things that I wanted to see during this tour, and I think we've checked off those boxes. So, for example, Quinton de Kock getting his form, box checked. Ryder Rousseau coming back and showing his ability you can just reconnect, bro. I don't know what's going on. Just reconnect. I'll get Lorenzo on as well. Oh, Lorenzo's gone. We've got another person in the back end, but let me just complete what I'm going to say. So, excellent points there by Ease, and he doesn't think that we are obviously prepared for the World Cup. For me, I wanted to see a couple of things leading up to this World Cup. There were a couple of things that I wanted to see them tick off when this happened. So, for me personally, I wanted to see Quinton de Kock get form first and foremost. That was very important for all of us, that he finds his form, because he's been in terrible form. Another thing I wanted to be able to see is how Dwayne Pretorius and Wayne Parnell could play as a pair, as an all-rounder pair. That was another thing that I thought was very important to see. I also was interested to see on how Keshav Maharaj bowls in this particular series, because he hasn't really necessarily had the best of times in India, but I think he bowled excellently in this tour, and he's shown that he can do it. And he also showed his ability with the bat. And another thing I wanted to see is Tristan Stubbs have some time to just let loose and be free. And he did so. So let me bring on Lorenzo again and let's try again. Welcome to the show, buddy. Have a go. What would you like to say? Go ahead.
Hi, Khalid. Sorry, man. The Wi-Fi is bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me, Ivan?
Yeah, can you hear me? Sorry, man. It's just a
Yes,
bit lagging now.
I can
It's all
hear
good
you.
now.
Yes. Good.
Khalid, yeah, man. I feel we had a good performance today. I'm very very proud of the boys. Especially, yeah, yeah. Especially our batters. I think we batted pretty well today. Now this is the type of cricket I want to see from the boys. Yeah, this is the type of cricket I want to see from the boys moving forward. That attacking brand of cricket. I'm sure you can remember like a year or 6 months ago. I said this is the type of cricket I want us to play. Attacking brand of cricket, and I think now we have the personnel to do that in Riley, a player like Riley. Not just because Riley Russell scored 100 today, but because he is an X factor player. He's like a David Miller. He's like a Quinn the Cock, and very very proud of Quinn the Cock's performance also today. I think what you've said for many many years on the show and on social media is that Quinn the Cock always when he gets a 50 or 100, there's a lean patch he goes through. So very, very proud of him. Score back-to-back 50s, and you can see just the way he went out today, just to go the way he batted, full of confidence. So that knock he played 2 days ago, did him good. And that's what Temba. That's why I'm so frustrated with Temba because Temba had three opportunities to play that kind of innings, to take his time. Yes, if he's got 30 of 30 balls, then so be it. The next game he will be 30 of 15 balls. That's what KL Rahul did that exact same thing in the first T20, where he took his time, he struggled, but eventually he got the runs, the confidence leading up to the World Cup. I just feel it's another missed opportunity for Timba in this T20. And I like. It's not nice. It's not nice seeing Timba out of form, and you can see that he's not the same old Timba when he bats. But the thing is this: when he fields, when he captains, you can see he's confident in his approach in captaining the side. But when he bats, you see a way different Timber. You see a more nervous Timber. You see a Timber that's reluctant, and it's not a good view. And even in the press conference leading up to the T20 series, he actually said that people questioned his form, and he actually said that yes, I'm out of form and that I need to score runs, but I'm captain as well, and I enjoy captaining. I have another job to do. But for me, Khalid, you know me for how long now? I always say a captain should lead from the front. Graham Smith did that for us for many years, right? Hans Kroonier did that for us as well. So a captain for me should lead from the front, and that's what Timber should do. Um, Riza Hendricks, I don't know why he didn't play today. I didn't say I'm not saying he should have played ahead of Riley Rousseau, but I would have maybe rested David Miller or a Markram to come in and or to rest and for him to come in and spend some time in the middle. But I'm sure they will give him the three ODI. I hope they give him three ODIs against India, because if they don't, then I really don't know. So I'm not sure. Um, I think you should play definitely the three ODIs. Um, just very, very proud of the boys today. I think what they did with Tristan Stubbs also moving up the order because we know what Miller can do. We know what Markram can do. Um, so giving him a hit was also good. Just a good performance. I'm not worried about our bowling. I think it was a flat wicket today. It was small boundaries, so I'm not stressed about our bowlers. Just maybe a few combinations. I agree with you. I will also go with the two all-rounders in Proteas and Wayne Parnell, and I will go with a one spinner. It's tough, man. I think clearly you can see that Samsy struggling. So for me, I would go Maharaj on the big squares in Australia. I think Maharaj will be a good option because he can control the game more and he can bat as well. Um, he can if you need a few lasty blows, he is there to score runs. So yeah, I know I've spoken a lot now, so so you can go ahead and maybe ask something or say what you want to say, Khalid.
Yeah, no, I like it when you talk. I like to listen to what you have to say, so it's cool. But like I said on this channel plenty of times with regards to Quentin de Kock, Quentin de Kock goes through clumps of half centuries, particularly in T20 cricket and other matches too. Actually, he goes through a spell of a couple of half centuries on the trot, and then goes on a lean spell.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's
it's
not,
lagging a bit.
yeah. So it's not normally going to be. It's not normally a score and then a lean spell. It's normally a couple of scores and then a lean spell. So those are the type of things that I look at as well when it comes to Quinton de Kock. And he's hitting form at exactly the right time, because going into this World Cup, you need him 100% on form. I'm having a little bit issue with Lorenzo with regards to connection, so I'm just going to let him reconnect again. He was saying that it's lagging. We've got another call on the line now. I'll wait for you ready. Welcome to the show. What would you like to say?
Hi, can you hear
Uh,
me?
Perfectly. Thank God there's someone
Okay.
that's talking that I can hear perfectly. No
No, I would
connection.
like to say I think South Africa played well, but there's still questions that need to be answered.
Hmm. Which questions would you say? What are the
I
questions
would
that you would
say
say need to be answered?
definitely Panyal and Bavuma.
What's your issue with Parnell? I know, but I understand your issue with Babuma, and I agree. I think that Riza Hendrik should be playing as the opening partner with Quinton de Kock. I mean, I would even be tempted to try and get Aiden Markram to open as well. Even perhaps I would even go as far as risking that, maybe perhaps. But at the moment, I think Riza Hendricks is banging form, and I think he should have played today. They should have found a way to get him to play. And unfortunately, he didn't. Who would you say needs to come in for Temba if you think there's a problem with Temba? Do you think he should be dropped and the captaincy removed? What do you think?
No. I don't think Temba should be dropped, but I think the captaincy needs to be taken away from him. Because when before captaincy he averaged 49 with a strike rate of 140. So then they gave him the captaincy, and that affected his batting definitely.
You know what I think it is? I think it's a massive coincidence actually, because when I look at it, he was informed. He was doing quite well in T20 cricket domestically, and he was doing quite well in cricket T20 cricket. He was doing okay in T20 cricket for South Africa when he got an opportunity. But I think his bad form and his injuries hit the same time. Almost they gave him the captaincy while he was banging out of form, and then he had to deal with that pressures plus deal with the pressures of struggling to bat. So it's mad that it happened like that, and I think it's a little bit unfortunate. So taking the captaincy away from him, who would you select as the next captain within the squad? Who would be your choice between Maharaj and David Miller?
I think definitely Muller, because Shamsi should play as our first spinner.
Hmm. I like that as well. Okay, interesting. What is your name? You didn't say your name when you started.
My name is Justin.
Justin, cool, awesome. Thanks, Justin, for coming on the show and giving your
Okay,
thoughts. Please call in again in the future.
okay. Thank
Cool,
you.
awesome. Thank you. Okay, some excellent points made by Justin over there. And yeah, there's a lot more answers that we've received in this particular series. I think going into the series, I think we need to be very confident with with our players in who we've selected according to selection. Selection is going to make the situation different. You see, I think Temba's captaincy. I feel Temba is a good captain. It's the batting that's the problem. So that's where he needs to be dropped. It's because of I still feel that he could add some value as a captain, even if he's not playing. So I don't necessarily maybe think that they should during this World Cup he should step down. I think maybe after the World Cup, maybe perhaps, and then we're looking because I would like to look forward towards a younger, fresh team. We've got a lot of young, exciting, talented T20 players coming to the system, and I want to go towards the future now. I want to stop in the past. I want to try to reset and go forward. If I was in charge, that's what I would have probably done. I would probably invest in a lot of our youngsters, get coaches that understand the mentality of youngsters, that understands the development of youngsters, that understands what a youngster needs to do to obviously get to play international cricket. It's a very difficult thing to transition from domestic cricket into the consistency of international cricket. So that's why I would like our two coaches that will be appointed to understand the youngsters in our school team and what their abilities are. I think and John, why I would say wait for the World Cup because he's part of the squad. It's confirmed. They can't drop him out of the squad. So by removing him as captain and appointing a new captain sends the wrong message to the opposition teams, I feel. So I'm caught between the two because I do believe that as a batter, he's not performing and he doesn't deserve to be there as a batter at the moment, especially in that opening slot. He's struggling too much. We need someone that can be able to match Quinny or be able to support Quinny as best as possible. But guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We will obviously do a more in-depth show tomorrow. Hopefully, we get a panel. Nobody got an opportunity to really join tonight, so I'll try to do a show again tomorrow where more people can join and give their say as well. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to click that notification bell for all future videos as well. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, and share. And download the latest issue of Cricket Fanatics Magazine monthly. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every month. Link is on the screen as well as in the description. You can become a patron today, help South Africa grow. You can help South African cricket grow, etc. And also help promote South African cricket by clicking on the link on the screen as well in the description. We have one more caller before I leave. Lichle, what would you like to say? Welcome to the show.
Khalid, it's good to be on the show. I've been a huge fan of the show. You know, I comment. Yeah, I just wanted to say that it's very sad that Temba is out of form because he's the captain of the side. And I think the optics are not right for the captain not to perform. I would say let's drop him and bring Riza in, and he can be the captain off field. And Miller should captain the team. Now, whether that will affect Miller's form, I don't think it will affect his form. He's a great batter. But yeah, that's what I would do. And then I would play Maharaj in Australia because I think Shamsi, currently, comparing him to Maharaj, I think Maharaj peeps him. So yeah, that is what I would do. Then I would play Pretorius and Wayne Parnell in that starting 11. I think Andrich currently he's leaking a lot of runs. Lungi should play. He's in form right now. He has just taken 50 wickets in T20 cricket for South Africa. So I think he should play ahead of Anas currently. Yeah.
Yeah, Lungi's a fantastic T20 bowler. I think he's phenomenal. So I always think that he should have a starting position in the team, in my opinion. I think it's almost between Rabada and Nokia for a position. Rabada does tend to dip in T20 for in international cricket. He does tend to have his off days.
I thought they were going to rest him for this final game, Rabada. I was very shocked that he played.
Yeah, me too. We could have possibly actually rested him and played another batter. Actually, it could have been an option. Move everybody down one. It could have been an option, a possibility to play Riza Hendricks as well.
You know, Khalid, I feel for Bjorn Fortuin. I really feel for that. He's a very good spinner. He's in the reserves. I feel for Bjorn. But his time will come. I think Shams now should not be comfortable, especially with a guy like Fortuin who keeps on knocking now. I think it's good that Bjorn is in the team, and I'm hoping that in the ODI World Cup next year he can push in domestic cricket. He's a very good spinner. But there's a lot of competition. Also got George Linder here, so we'll have to see who. It's very interesting.
It's very. I think the future looks bright for me, and that's why I said the next two coaches that take over need to have that sort of mentality of understanding young cricketers. It's very important that they understand that. So I hope that they can find the balance.
Finally, before I leave, I would appoint Lance Klusner as our white ball coach. I would appoint him as our white ball coach, Lance Klusner, and then our test coach, I would appoint Jeffrey Toyan. I think that would be a great coaching combination. I don't want the foreigner will come to South Africa and not understand because we've got politics in South Africa. You can't say sport and politics are mixed together. If you can't understand the transformation, I don't think you can coach in South Africa. I think Lance Klusner knows transformation. He has coached in South Africa at the Dolphins, and I would appoint him as a white ball coach and appoint Jeffrey Tayana as a test coach. And maybe even Jeffrey can even assist Lance in limited overs as well. There's nothing wrong with that because Jeffrey has always said that he wants to win a World Cup for South Africa. So I would look at that combination and
Yeah, I agree. I like that thought process. I think this SA20 will make a massive. I think it will make a massive impact on where they're going to go with the coach. I think too. I think whoever does well in this tournament as a coach, because we've got a lot of guys that are in coaching or in specific positions within this tournament, that we will be able to possibly have them as T20 coaches in the future. I mean, there's many possibilities. There's Robbie P, who's an excellent white ball coach as well. I think that someone like the Dolphins
even
coach
Richard
as well. Richard Das Neves is another person as well.
He's called
But
coach internationally as well.
when I look at someone like, for example, the coach at the Dolphins too, he's done excellently well as well. Imran Khan. So there's a lot of talented coaches in the country. We just need to make sure that we pick the right one with the right vision for the future. But Likhle, thank you for coming on the show,
Okay,
bro.
Khalid.
Please call in
Thanks,
again. I
Khalid.
enjoyed your conversation.
I'll call
Please.
every day now. I'll call every day. Thank you, Khalid.
Thank you. See you,
Thank you.
bro.
I'm a big fan of your show, man. I read your articles. I follow you. I like Ongama Twabe, by the way. I like his articles.
We all
And
love
yeah,
him.
I'm going to
We
be
all
a
love him.
patron soon also. Don't worry. Yeah.
Thank you for the support, brother. Please share this to everybody that you know. If you love it, then I would like more people to love it too. Okay, thanks, bro.
Thanks, Khalid. Good evening.
See you, bro.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks, everybody. That's the end of the show. I will speak to you guys again tomorrow with another daily show. Thanks, and remember to do all the things. Comment in the comment section below and what your positives were as well, please, for the match. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another daily show. Peace out.